These earbuds are pretty decent in price, and they're probably way better than you actually imagine. And these are the Realme Buds Air 5 Pro, a pair of earbuds that don't even go over $100. But what do you get out of the box for less than $100? Well, one of the things you get is amazing battery life. Realme says you get about 40 hours with the charging case and about 11 hours of continuous using. Of course, if you have ANC off, which actually means you do have active noise canceling with this pair. But that's not actually rare in this price range. What actually surprised me is you can find a latency of 40 milliseconds according to Realme. But if you ask me, I think they're actually amazing, and I would actually say you can do competitive gaming with these. Fun fact, if you actually don't know what 40 milliseconds is equal to, well, experts say you take about 120 milliseconds to feel pain, which means when maybe you pinch yourself, the brain takes about 120 milliseconds to record that pain. This is below that, so not bad, right? Another aspect I actually found great for this price range is that they actually have LDAC, which is a high definition codec, which means you can transfer lossless audio. You should know LDAC is only compatible with Android devices. You cannot use LDAC with iOS devices. It's simply not compatible. So if you want to take advantage of something like that, you necessarily are going to have to use an Android device. And as I mentioned at the beginning, these do have active noise cancellation. And boy was I surprised. I've tried all kinds of headphones. I've tried WF-1000 Mark IV from Sony. I've tried the Link Buds S, which are my daily drivers and I actually love. I've tried different models from Soundbeats, all types of earbuds. And these are outstanding for the price. They cancel way more than I would have imagined. I would actually say they cancel between 90 and 95% of all continuous noises, like maybe air conditioning, engines, plane turbines. Those types of noises are canceled excellent. When you have voices or other types of frequencies that go up and down, well, they do a pretty decent job, especially for the price. But obviously none of this matters if these earbuds don't sound good, right? Well, let me tell you, they're pretty comfortable. I actually used them for running, going to the gym, and had no issues. Obviously this can change depending on your ears and the shape that you have, but they do a pretty decent job for me. I can actually do a vibration test, and they won't fall out. You do push them in occasionally if you're running or sweating, because the sweat starts going between and they start slipping off, but not a big deal, and actually not a deal breaker. These are pretty comfy. What type of audio do they have though? Well, these actually go pretty heavy on the bass, but that's not a bad thing. They do it very well. They don't mix with the mids, and the clears are actually pretty decent. So you have a very vibrant and energizing sound is what I would call it. Like for example, going to the gym or anything where you need to get pumped up, these are great. Another thing you should actually know about them is they do have an application, and you can use it on iOS or you can also use it on Android. But there's something extremely weird with this application. I understand these barely came out a week ago, but you can't find this actual model if you download the application on Android. For some reason, it's not there. But if you download the application on iOS, you can find them there, which is pretty weird. But it doesn't only stop there. You can actually choose to activate LDAC on iOS. iOS doesn't have LDAC, so it's probably a fluke, it's probably a bug. And I'm sure if you can find this model on iOS, you will be able to find them in the future on Android devices. Because yes, we tried this with a Realme phone. So it's weird, but it's also pre-production bugs and flukes, which should not happen because these are already out. You shouldn't be fixing things along the run, but I guess for the price, we'll let this slip. So to wrap things up, a great pair. I actually do recommend them if you can grab them. I'm going to try and find them in Amazon, and I'll try to link them down below in the description. But below $100, I think you can find them for about $95. Great pair, comfortable, excellent active noise canceling. If you want to play competitive on your phone, these are outstanding. Those 45 milliseconds make a way hell of a difference. And the application is actually not bad, of course, when it's really working. So I hope you liked the video. Make sure you subscribe. And we test all kinds of tech here. I know we don't post that often, but we'll be doing it a lot more often if you subscribe. So hopefully I'll see you soon. Take care.